Part 2, The 5 Steps. Chapter 2, Orient the Question. Most people never make the decision they're trying to make because they are answering the wrong question. And often that question is shaped by noise. At first, this is hard to see. The mind is incredibly good at generating questions that feel important. Questions that keep us thinking, analyzing, and searching. What should I do? What is the right choice? What will happen if I choose this path? These questions are not wrong, but often they are not the real question. When we try to answer the wrong question, we stay stuck, not because the answer is unavailable, but because clarity has nothing to organize around. The yes method begins by bringing the real question into view, not the one shaped by interference, not the one the mind is asking comfortably, the one that is actually true. A woman once came to me a couple years after losing her husband. From the outside, she appeared composed. She spoke clearly, she handled logistics, she showed up for her family. Anyone looking at her life might have said she was holding things together remarkably well, and in many ways she was. But something in her energy felt distant, not broken, not chaotic, just far away. When I asked her what she needed, she paused. Then she said, "I just want to know what to do next." It sounded like a clear question, but something did not land. So we slowed down. I asked her to say it again more slowly this time. "I just want to know what to do next." Still, something felt off. Not wrong, just not true. So instead of answering, we stayed with the question, and that is where the shift began. As we sat together, I asked her a different question. "What are you feeling right now?" She hesitated. Then she gave an answer that sounded practiced. "I'm fine, I'm handling it." It came quickly, almost automatically, not as a lie, as a reflex. A voice she had learned a long time ago. Be strong, pretend everything is okay, you are fine. And it helped her survive many moments in her life. But now it was also keeping something else hidden. Her husband had been sick for a long time. Dementia had slowly taken him piece by piece. Not all at once, gradually. The way he spoke, the way he remembered, the way he recognized her. Over time, the man she loved became less and less accessible. And when he finally passed, something very complex remained. Not just grief, but the weight of a long goodbye. The loss of someone who had already been leaving for many years. The absence of someone who had been once deeply familiar. As we stayed with the moment, I asked her again, not what she should do, not how to move forward, just, what are you feeling? This time she did not answer right away. She closed her eyes, her breathing changed slightly, and then very quietly she said, "I don't know." And for the first time, that answer felt true. That was the real question. Not what should I do next, but what am I actually feeling? Until that question came into view, everything else was noise or interference. Her mind had been trying to move her forward by ignoring, solving, acting, and staying strong. But something deeper was asking to be acknowledged first. When the real question becomes clear, something begins to shift. Not because you suddenly have an answer, but because you are finally oriented toward the truth of your experience. From there, the rest of the process can begin. The noise becomes easier to recognize, and the interference begins to loosen. The body begins to speak more clearly, and the yes, when it comes, has somewhere real to land. Orienting the question is not about coming up with a better question. It's about discovering the one that is already there, the one beneath the surface, the one that may feel quieter, simpler, or more uncomfortable than the questions you've been asking previously. Often, the real question is not about the future at all. It is about what is happening right now. A simple practice, orient the question. Bring to mind a decision or situation in life where you feel stuck. Write down the question you believe you are trying to answer, then pause. Read the question slowly and ask yourself, is this the real question, or is there something underneath it? If you're not sure, ask, what am I actually trying to understand here? Or what am I trying to avoid? Or even more simply, what is true right now? Do not force the answer. Stay with the question long enough for something more honest to emerge. You will feel it when it does. That is where the yes method begins.